Today we're going to do a 10-minute booty workout all from the floor. You don't need any equipment for this exercise, but I'm going to use a band today just to show you if you'd like to have a little bit more challenge, level up your workout a little bit, where we should put it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it just above my knees, and we're going to jump right in. We're going to start on our hands and knees. What I like to do is I like to tuck it under my one knee while we get started with some hip extensions. That just helps prevent it from rolling up. You're going to keep your abs nice and tight while you do this. You want to make sure you're keeping your spine nice and neutral. You're not lifting and arching and bending while we're doing this. And you're really focusing on squeezing your booty as you're pushing up into this exercise. Great job. Now we're going to go out to the side. And when we get to the top, we're going to kick our leg out. So you're squeezing your booty as you get to the top there, and then relaxing as you come back down. So as we're doing this, you don't want to rotate your whole body. You really want to keep focusing on keeping that core nice and tight as you go, and keep your spine in a nice neutral position. All right. And then our next exercise here is we're going to keep our leg straight in the back, and you're going to make a big semicircle with that leg. So really focusing, same thing, on keeping a nice neutral spine, keeping your core nice and tight, and don't let your back arch while you're lifting, and get a nice big range of motion. And then that'll be it for hands and knees. We're gonna switch to the other side in just a second. Okay, so we flip around to the other side, and I'm just gonna tuck that band under my other knee. And we're going to jump right into those hip extensions. Another thing we want to think about too is not locking our elbows out. We want to keep them soft so that our muscles are always nice and active while we're working. And then also, hopefully we won't have any pain in our elbows doing this. So squeeze that booty when we get to the top. And then same as the other side, we're going to go out to the side and kick. Keeping everything nice and neutral, not rotating as we go, and really focusing on squeezing that booty. There's a lot of research on the mind-muscle connection, so when you're really thinking about squeezing a muscle as you go, that research actually proves that you're working it harder and making better gains. A few more of these. And then we're going to go back to that semicircle. Probably feeling some nice warm up. Usually whenever you're on the second side, it always feels a little harder than the first, because what you don't realize is how much your first leg you use, your opposite leg, is really helping stabilize your body as you do these. So we're almost done here. All right, and then we're gonna go onto our sides, and we're gonna start with some clamshells. So just relaxing on your side, and you're just gonna lift your top leg up and down. When we're doing these, you wanna make sure everything's staying nice and tight, and we're not rotating back as we go. Really just moving this leg from your knee up and down. And you can slow down the exercise. Sometimes that can be a little bit more challenging. Just depends where you are in your strength journey. Then you can lift your feet up, and we're gonna do the exact same thing, just up a little higher. Sure you can start feeling that burn. Keep it going. You got this. As long as it's just feeling in your muscle and you're not feeling pain anywhere, always just listen to your body. If it's telling you something, if you need a break, feel free to pause. Couple more seconds. And then we're gonna go ahead and straighten our leg out, and we're just gonna do leg lifts. So when we're doing these leg lifts, you still want to stay nice and neutral. You don't want to be rotated back or forward. And then also you want to think about how your foot is. You don't want it tipped up. Then you're kind of really kicking in more your hip flexors. You really want it just straight so it's parallel with the floor as you're going. I think I'm going way too fast while I'm chatting. Slow these down a little bit. And now we're going to do some circles. And then halfway through, we'll switch to the other direction. So same, keeping your foot nice and parallel to the floor. And keeping your abs nice and tight. And then we're gonna go ahead and go the other direction. Almost there. And then we're gonna tap our knee and kind of kick back at an angle. So tap forward and angle back, keeping everything tight here. So the only thing that's moving here is your leg. And think about really squeezing back in here when you're back there. There we go. A few more of these, and then we'll repeat all of these on the other side. Almost there. Nice. All right, and we'll pop right back to our clamshells. Here we go. And you can lay your head down or puff it up, whatever's more comfortable for you, as long as you can keep everything nice and in line and don't rotate back. We'll do a few more of these and then we'll lift our feet in the air again. I think I'm speeding up again while I'm chatting. So go ahead and lift your feet up and we're gonna just do our clamshells in the air. I'm sure you're feeling all your muscles nice and warm in your booty now, like I am. A few more of these. That second side really always burns worse, huh? All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and lift, remembering that leg just parallel to the floor and your body nice and in line, not rotating forward or backwards, and keeping your core nice and tight. And feel free to take a break if you need one, and then just pop back in. I'm sure you'll notice even without a band, your muscles are getting really nice and warm. And then we're gonna go ahead back to circles. So we're gonna do circles one direction, and then we'll flip halfway through and go the other way. My muscles are really warm right now. And then go ahead and switch the other direction. We're getting close. Okay, and then that last one on the side here. So you're gonna tap your knee and then kick back. Really squeezing that booty. You can do it. We're almost there. We have just 2 more exercises after this. All right, a couple more seconds. And then we're gonna go ahead and get on our backs. And we're gonna do a bridge, but while we bridge up to the top, we're gonna move our legs out to the side. So we're gonna squeeze up and out, and then our legs are coming back in. So out to the top. These last 2 exercises we're gonna do for a minute each to really burn that booty. Get the most out of these 10 minutes as we can. And then we're done. So keep it up. We're more than halfway through this exercise. With this one too, you wanna focus on really keeping everything tight, and you want to make sure when you get to the top, you don't need to go all the way up like this, because that's not really a functional position, and you're kind of just overextending and going to the point where that muscle's not really going to be active anymore. So just coming straight to neutral. And then our last exercise, our last minute, we're going to come on our side, and you can squeeze, and we're going to tap out to the side and in, out and in, and out. And in. So squeeze that booty, keep that tummy tight so your back's not arching too much. And if you have any pain with any of these exercises, feel free to alter them, or if you're not sure how, feel free to drop me a message and I'll be happy to help assist you with that. Keep going, we're almost there. Half a minute more and then we're done. 10 minutes booty, check that out. Doing great. Squeeze that stomach, squeeze that booty. Feel it burning nice and tight. If you want a little more challenge with this one, you could actually put the band down around your ankles, would be a little bit harder. I'll just finish up like this. Couple more seconds. And we did it. Great job. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions or anything else you'd like to see, feel free to drop any comments below and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, thanks for joining. Always remember, don't do it if it hurts. Please listen to your body, and I'll see you soon.